Saint Theophanes, the Confessor of Sigriane. March 12th, a Byzantine aristocrat and chronicler defends the veneration of icons against imperial persecution, suffering imprisonment and exile for his steadfast faith. A heads up in the spirit of transparency. Please be advised that this content may include imprisonment, persecution, torture, death from afflictions. Saint Theophanes the Confessor was born in Constantinople around the year 758 AD into a noble and pious family. His father, Isaac, held the position of governor for the Islands in the Black Sea, and his parents were related to Emperor Leo the Isaurian. Theophanes also shared kinship with the patriarch of the imperial city. After the repose of his father, the young Theophanes was raised within the imperial court during the reign of Emperor Constantine V Copronymus, who was an iconoclast. He received a thorough education, preparing him for a life of service and influence. In due course, Theophanes entered into marriage with a noblewoman named Megalo. Yet, by mutual agreement and with a shared dedication to God, they chose to preserve their virginity, living together as brother and sister. This decision marked their early commitment to an ascetic path. Upon the repose of her parents, Megalo entered a convent, embracing the monastic life fully. Inspired by his friend Gregory and his own spiritual inclinations, Theophanes also sought the monastic tonsure. He used his considerable family wealth to establish a monastery on the island of Kalonimos, dedicating his resources to the service of God and the nurturing of spiritual life. Later, St. Theophanes founded a second, larger monastery in the district of Sigriane, near Cyzicus, which became known as the Monastery of the Great Field. Here, he served as abbot, guiding his community through his personal example of asceticism and prayer. He lived a life of rigorous self-denial, constant supplication, and humble service, becoming a model for his monks. Through his fervent prayers and spiritual purity, it is believed that God granted him the gift of working miracles, including the healing of the sick and the casting out of demons, manifesting the power of God through his servant. Though his heart sought solitude and the quietude of monastic contemplation, St. Theophanes was summoned to participate in the Seventh Ecumenical Council, which convened in Nicaea in 787 AD. At this holy assembly, he played a crucial role in defending the orthodox doctrine of the veneration of holy icons. He stood firmly against the iconoclasts, upholding the truth that the honor shown to an icon passes to the prototype, that is, to Christ, the Theotokos, or the saints depicted. This teaching affirmed the reality of the incarnation of God the Word, through whom matter itself was sanctified and could serve as a means of grace and remembrance. Saint Theophanes was a signatory to the acts of the council, thereby formally affirming its decrees. For many years, Saint Theophanes lived in peace, continuing his monastic labors and serving as a spiritual guide. However, this period of tranquility ended with the ascent of Emperor Leo V the Armenian to the throne in 813 AD, marking the beginning of the second wave of iconoclasm. The emperor, seeking to enforce his heretical policies, attempted to compel Theophanes to renounce the veneration of icons. Saint Theophanes, with unwavering resolve, firmly refused to compromise the Orthodox faith. For his steadfast confession, he was arrested and imprisoned in Constantinople. He endured a year of suffering within the prison walls, maintaining his witness to the truth. After his prolonged imprisonment and suffering, Saint Theophanes was exiled in 818 AD to the desolate island of Samothrace. His body, weakened by the tortures and deprivations he had endured, succumbed to his afflictions. He reposed in the Lord just 23 days after arriving on the island. For his unwavering faith and his suffering in defense of the Church's teaching, the Holy Church honors him as a confessor. Following the end of the iconoclast persecution, the monks of the Great Field Monastery lovingly transferred his holy relics back to their cloister, where they continued to be venerated, a testament to his holy life and courageous witness.